Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, let's talk a little bit about how I walked out of a job interview for a fairly toxic viewing workplace and how I turned that into money. Because as a content creator, it's good to talk about this stuff. So let's get into it.
So let's talk a little bit about the job interview and what happened first. This job interview was for a secretary job, and it was a small stipend per week, and it was supposed to be for a construction agency. Now, this construction agency was supposed to be really cool because it was female owned, and I go in there and I see all these women working. There's like two or three secretaries, and they tell me to sit down. I get there on time. I park exactly where they tell me to park. And I'm like, wow, this is going to be so cool. I'm going to have all these sisters in arms. We're going to be women working in a men's world. It's going to be so cool. This is my dream job. And at first, it seemed so cool because I was like, wow, these girls are probably going to get it. I used to be a software engineer. I know what it's like. So I sit down and I start waiting. I'm noticing that like the owner is actually like in the office. She's not interviewing anybody. She's not like really doing much of anything. She's just booking a flight somewhere and she already seems a little bit irritated. So I'm like, okay, okay. So I start talking to the secretary, just making small talk. Like, yeah, this is so cool. And she's like, yeah, it's a tough job. And I was like, yeah, I get it. I used to work for a fashion blog up in New York City. I get it. Trust me. I've had very high pressure jobs, like I've worked for very toxic work environments before. So I expect that if you're working for a construction company, it can't be that bad aside from like, you know, potential issues with misogyny from time to time. Or at least that's what I assume. I've only worked for one construction company, and that construction company was back in my early 20s, and it was an actually amazing job. Yeah, construction crews hit me up. But let's talk a little bit more about the company itself. So I'm sitting there, I'm all dolled up, and I'm waiting. 5 minutes go by, 10 minutes go by. I realize I'm starting to just blend into the background. There's no other people interviewing for this position, and there's no one being interviewed. I'm still hearing, this talk about like this booking for a airplane ticket or something, right? After 15 minutes, I'm like, okay, I'm feeling a little bit awkward being here. Should I be worried? Like, is this my fault? Did I do something wrong? I asked the secretary. I was like, is there anything wrong? Should I wait? Should I go? And secretary goes, no, 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 just wait. After about the 25-minute mark, I'm like, you know what? I actually do have other clients I have to work for. I'm still like writing emails for like two different clients I have to actually send deliverables to ASAP. And I still have to, write my own blog posts for this day. And I'm like, okay, I'm starting to run out of time. I have like other things to do. So I get up and I'm like, hey, I need to get out of here. You know, I need to get out of here. I have some other clients to go to. The secretary is like, would you like to call back at least? And like I could tell that she felt very awkward about this. And I could tell that there was almost like a pleading in her voice, like, please reschedule. And just like when I was like about, I don't know whether I should, I hear the owner of the business being like, oh no, that won't be necessary. No need to call back. Thank you. And the look that this woman gave me, I was like, whoa, 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 lady, I am here to do you a favor. I'm here to help you make your business succeed. Like, I never said that to her. I just went, wow. And then I just left. And that was the entirety of the job interview. But the look that she sent me was one like, if a flower could wither from a single glance, that would be it. It was bad. And after that, I got out of the office, and like, because I've been looking for a job for so long, something along this line would usually break me, but I actually felt relieved because I realized how little that person thought of me, and I realized how bad of a work environment that would be if I actually had gotten the job. So, by the way, if you guys would have actually stayed for the entire interview, please tell me in the comments below. And if you would have done the same thing that I did, please also tell me in the comments below. So yeah, that was the interview. Now let's talk about how I turned lemons into lemonade. So you might be wondering how I got paid. It's very simple. I actually wrote an article about it. I wrote an article on my own personal blog site called raggedriches.com. Please check it out. It is down on the links below. And it pretty much just had a run through about what happened, why this is actually a pervasive issue in our current economy, and how often I see people saying that I'm entitled for expecting very basic respect, not even like a thank you out of that person for showing up, not even a I am so sorry that we wasted half an hour of your life type deal. And this is something that I think that most job hunters have seen in the past 10 years. Absolute and utter disregard for the humanity behind the people working for them. And it's kind of reaching a breaking point right now because I've noticed a lot of people have a tendency of realizing after a while that they're better off starting their own business than they are working for other people because of that stuff. But anyway, I digress. I wrote the article and then I posted it on a couple of social media sites. And my own blog site, it's already getting monetized. It gets AdSense, and actually AdSense has only been up on my site for about, I would say, maybe 3 4 days. Yeah, like my site's brand new, like brand spanking new. And it's only been a little bit since I started this site, so I'm very happy with the way that it went. Now, I'm going to actually show you my screenshots of AdSense as is right now so that you can actually see that yes, I am getting paid and yes, I am getting good viewage out of it. Because as it turns out, talking about the job hunt and talking about something as relatable as actually feeling disrespected by a potential employer is a really good topic for content creators. And while the amount of money I'm making from this right now is not that big, the fact is that I still walked away from there with a little bit more and a lot more viewership than I would have gotten had I just stayed silent about it. Now, let's talk a little bit about other ways that I could be monetizing this and other ways I probably will be. Let's just be real here. I need money, and money is good to me. So, obviously, I have my Ragged Riches site. It is monetized through AdSense, but that's not the only way that you can monetize it. Obviously, I'm going to be posting it on my YouTube. You're watching it right now, ain't you? I'm not currently monetized on YouTube, but if you want to support me, if you want to buy me gifts, there are always going to be links at the bottom of the thing. You can go on my throne, you can go on my Substack, you can get any of my paid articles, or just become a paid subscriber to any of my blogs. Now, let's talk a little bit about the other major payer that I can bring out on this, and this is going to be one which I am going to be monetizing on medium.com. Now, Medium has always been really good to me. It is one of my favorite places to publish simply because the payouts are decent. And while I'm unusually lucky with that, and I'm fully aware of that, something along this line, it also works as a way to promote Ragged Riches. It also works as a way to promote your own personal websites. And people forget that about Medium. Like, it's just a very good place to promote yourself. And that's precisely what I'm going to do. Um, as for like what kind of payouts that I'm expecting, I don't know, simply because Medium can be a little bit of a crapshoot at times. Pardon my French, but it is a great platform for this. And my most recent article, it got boosted, so I've already got like a little boost of viewership. So why not actually take that on? Um, Besides, they do allow backlinking on Medium, so there's also that. It helps with SEO sometimes, even though it is a no follow link. Um, yeah, that's pretty much how I'm making my money back after going on a whatever you can call that. I don't even know if you can even call that a job interview. I like, if anything, it just kind of was a grim reminder of exactly where we are as far as working people go. Um but whatever you want to call that, I went on it. I showed up, the interviewer didn't. And I guess I made lemons out of lemonade. I still found a way to make money at the end of the day. Bye.